right, here we are. Second game of the day. Game 4 between the Killer Bees and the Brilliance Sox. Be Austin Mora on the mound for the Killer Bees. Brian Reyes behind the plate. Tristan Brand at third. Tyler Reese at short. Justin Hilton at second base. And Carson McCurdy at first. In the outfield, we have Justin Brown in left. Nick Penzetta in center. And Ryan Chesney in right field. And leading off, just like he did last game for the Brilliant Sox, will be Bradley Roberto. If you're wondering why it's Game 4 and why it's Brilliance versus Killer Bees, is because Joe Torre wants to relive the 2020 season where these two teams won 2 championships, as Roberto takes that one for a called strike 1. The Brilliant Sox won the Yinzer championship in the COVID season against the Washington Wild Things. And the Killer Bees went on to win the championship in the Empire League later that year. That pitch a ball, so 1-1 to Bradley Roberto. That pitch grounded to the first base side. It's going to be down the line. That's fair. A diving McCurdy can't make the play, so Roberto's going to round first, and head for second, and he's in there with a leadoff double. Good piece of hitting. And that'll bring up the Brilliance first baseman, Scout Knotts. Knotts had a good game for Game 1. Had himself a triple and a few other good hits and a few RBIs. First pitch from Mora, taken up for a ball. The 1-0. That pitch taken right down the middle, called strike, and it's 1-1. So back-to-back 1-1 counts on the first 2 hitters. Short lead for Berto at second. That pitch, a good slider, it looked like. Could have been his cutter, but it's called a strike regardless. And it's 1-2. Our favorites, Cole Bombalis, out there umpiring behind the mound. Couple looks to Berto. The 1-2 pitch is taken on the outer half, and it just missed. Good pitch. Really nice pitch from Mora. But that makes the count 2-2. Nico Tony, who was the designated hitter for the Brilliant Sox last game, is on deck. He'll be catching this game. That pitch way up and in, almost hits him. Not a bad spot, but now the count's full. 3-2. The payoff pitch. Check swing, and it's a call. Strike 3. So that'll go down as a strikeout looking, and there's out number 1. So with 1 out, that will bring up Nico Tony. Roberto's still at second base after his leadoff double. He had a good game, like I said. First game, he had a triple, and as he goes, that pitch swung on, hit hard down the left field line, but it's going to be foul. Really good jump by Berto. Had that base stolen easily. But Nico Tony saw a pitch he could drive, and was just a little out in front of it. So 0-1 on Nico. Berto with that kind of jump, he might be able to try it again. The pitch. He fouls that one away as well. So Nico Tony quickly in a hole, 0-2. Nico Tony, at least since he's been in the Yinzer, he has not swung and missed a lot. Not something he's known for. Mora comes set, checks on Berto. Berto, a big jump. He's going to go again. That pitch is grounded to the third base side. Brandt doesn't have the chance to tag him, but the throw is offline. But Nico's going to be out by plenty of space. So that will be a stolen base for Berto. He had that base stolen easily. Brandt didn't even know he was coming. Interesting turn of events. Joe, you know we don't mind if you have your shirt off.
That's right.
So 2 outs now. And that'll bring up Brendan Spalding, who fouls that one out of play.
See it? You see it? You see where it went? Huh? Give it a shot, no? How do you think Bob Bayless got here? Chasing foul balls in the woods.
That pitch fouled at the plate, and it's quickly 0-2 on Spalding.
Bob Bayless is umpiring. Where's Jordan Powell?
Mora gets his sign from Reyes. Reyes calling for it high in the zone. The 0-2. Misses high. Good pitch. Good chance to get him to chase, but he doesn't. And it's 1-2. That 1-2 is a slider. He pokes into right field, and that's going to be an RBI single for Spalding. He is tearing the ball up. Had a home run in the last game, and now has himself an RBI single. And it's 1-0 Brilliance Sox, and that'll bring up the shortstop Howie Rodriguez.
Actually, the league leader steals with Roberto.
He and Bradley Roberto Berto just had a stolen base, so I think Berto may have taken the lead.
Yeah.
But close race, as that pitch is taken for a called strike.
Bob Bayless would be bringing it up. As he should, as a Bob Bayless quote, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
As he should.
That pitch misses high, and it's 1-1.
It was probably like, I'll think about calling you and close up as you should. When the phone rang, he said throw it around.
All accurate.
That 1-1 pitch, another good slider from Mora, swung on and missed. And it's 1-2.
When I met Olivia, I thought she was the Bees trainer because she was in better shape than the whole team.
Still is.
The Paddleheads staff thought that I was the Black Sox trainer.
Nice day for leggings.
1-2 on Rodriguez. He's going to poke that one into right field, chasing back Chesney. He'll make the catch on the run backwards, and there's out number 3. But the Brilliant Sox do get 1 run across on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. We'll move into the bottom of the first. Brilliance on top, 1-0. we go. Bottom half of the first inning. The Brilliance Sox already have themselves a 1-0 lead. Braden Quisenberry is on the mound for the Brilliance Sox. He'll face the leadoff hitter, left fielder Justin Brown. As he squares around and pulls back, and that pitch misses for ball 1. Got Nico Tony, as I said while he was hitting, he's behind the dish. That pitch a good slider taken for a called strike. 1-1. Quisenberry delivers the 1-1. He squares around but pulls back in time again. And it's 2-1. Quisenberry, one of those few guys who will throw up top but also drop down to a sidearm angle, depending on what pitch he wants to throw. Throws that one over the top, and that one's hit high in the left center field. Left fielder is chasing it. Rutledge lays out. Did he make the catch? He did. Really good catch by Rutledge. Really nice play, and there's out number 1.
A few balls hit out that way, I thought were going today, and they didn't.
Yeah, I know. Muzzler had one that I thought would carry. So 1 out, that'll bring up first baseman Carson McCurdy. First pitch when he squares around again. Another square around. He takes that pitch for a ball. Killer Bees really ready to bunt today. That pitch taken on the inner half, called a strike. And it's 1-1. That 1-1 pitch taken a little bit lower than that previous pitch, but called a strike regardless, and it's 1-2. McCurdy had himself a couple hits last game. Looking to keep driving the ball. That 1-2, he drives into to the 5-6 hole, and that's going to be a base hit in the left. Really nice piece of hitting with 1 out. That'll put a runner on first and bring up shortstop Tyler Reese. First pitch to him. Check swing, and it was off. Good call from Bob Bayless, and there's ball 1. That pitch taken for a called strike. 1-1. That pitch, another slider on the outer half. Taken for a ball. 2-1. Really hammering that outer half. As my clicker is starting to screw up. Doesn't really matter though, does it? McCurdy a big lead. He's bouncing around a little bit more. Quisenberry delivers the pitch, and that pitch misses outside. 3-1. Yeah, this. Unfortunately, one of my clickers is broken. That's how it goes.
Another one?
Nah, I got 2 of them. They're just little pieces of plastic. They're not going to last forever. McCurdy short lead again. That pitch swung on, hit high to the right side. It's going to be a foul territory. Scott Knotts chases it toward the dugout. So does Nico Tony, and it's out of play. So that'll make the count full on Reese. With 1 out and McCurdy at first. Brian Reyes, the catcher, on deck. The pitch, McCurdy goes. That pitch misses low, and it's ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second with only 1 out.
I mean, they get 1 run.
1 run. RBI single from Spalding.
Gotta make this close. Sanders versus Barrows, game 9.
Oh, yeah.
And both guys won the season.
Mama Tori says she hears Joe talking in the background. She wants to hear you talk closer, I think. First pitch to Reyes. Taking on the other half. Good pitch from Quisenberry. Called a strike.
How good is Nico Tony got that catch?
A lot better.
So much better, right?
Short lead for McCurdy at second. Kind of moving his feet. Keeping Quisenberry guessing. The 0-1 misses way out of the zone. 1-1. He is throwing it really good. McCurdy doing a good job of keeping Quisenberry on his toes. He doesn't know what McCurdy might do. His legs are healthy. He may steal. You never know. He was ready to steal twice while he was on first base. Long look at him. The 1-1. Off speed, just outside. Good pitch, but good call from Bombalis.
Good pitch.
And it's 2-1.
Reyes caught 18 innings yesterday.
He did. Brian Reyes caught both games of the doubleheader yesterday, both 9-inning games. He's playing catch the entire time.
Oh, yeah.
He loops that one into right field. Spalding giving it chase. He'll make the catch running inward. And there's out number 2. Good play from Spalding. Keeps the runners where they are. So with 2 outs, that'll bring up one of the designated hitters or extra hitters. It'll be Mike Thiessen. Thiessen played second base last game. Did a good job. Couple tough at-bats. First pitch to him. Taken for a called strike. Good pitch, pounding the outer half. Quisenberry doing a good job throwing strikes. Runner goes. McCurdy's going to steal third. The pitch bounces, and it'll be stolen bases for both players. McCurdy really testing out those healthy legs. Nico not happy at all. McCurdy, I think, with his first stolen base of the Yinzer, it's a good sight to see.
Like 3.
Does he?
Yeah, he's got a couple that he snuck in there.
Okay. Well, that's a good sight to see. That was a good jump, too. The 1-1. Going to be big swing and a miss from Thiessen. And it's 1-2. The 1-2. Swung on and hit into the right center gap. That's going to split the gap and probably get all the way to the wall. Yes, it is. McCurdy scores easily. Tyler Reese scores easily. Thiessen not hesitating. He's going to head for third. And the throw in is going to bounce and get against the wall. Thiessen is going to keep going, and he will score. So it'll be a 2 RBI triple and a throwing error that allows him to score. But the Killer Bees now lead 3-1. Nice piece of hitting from Thiessen. So with nobody on and 2 outs, that'll bring up the third baseman, Tristan Brandt. Takes that pitch inside for a ball. A good piece of hitting from Thiessen, really. I mean, that split the gap, and that was an easy triple with his speed. Kind of makes you wonder why they didn't just hold on to the ball and bring it in as Brandt fouls that one away, and it's 1-1.
Howie wanted to show off the arm.
Oh, it was Howie.
Yep. That's why he's out there, so we can get him serious. 3-1. Look where we are. Big game for Quisenberry, though.
Yep.
He's come a long way. I thought he
Absolutely.
was like a sidearm, only face righty guys.
can do some things.
That 1-2 pitch fouled away.
Is that ball good?
Yeah, you can use it. That pitch, another foul ball. Brant doing a good job staying alive. Still 1-2
Yeah.
with 2 outs. Nobody on base. That pitch fouled again. It's like maybe fell it off his foot,
Sorry,
maybe
that
not.
one, all right? We'll get some more.
So still 1-2.
Peter, my bad. Come here. I didn't realize I had the whole bag at my feet. Sorry about that.
So that pitch bounces, and it's going to be 2-2. Nick Penzetta waiting on deck. 3-1, Killer Bees took the lead on the RBI triple. That pitch lined to second base, but Tharp is there to make the catch. And there's out number 3. But the Killer Bees scrape across 3 runs on 2 hits, 1 error, nobody left on base. We'll move into the top half of the second inning. Killer Bees took the lead. It's now 3-1. Here we go. Top half of the second inning. Austin Mora back out. His team with a 3-run lead. And the first pitch he swings at is Galen Rutledge. Hits it high to the right side. Who wants it? Hilton called for it. McCurdy will cut him off. And quickly, there's out number 1. Galen Rutledge wasted no time swinging at the first pitch. So with 1 out, nobody on, that pitch fired into a strike to Kyle Robinson. That pitch a big swing and a miss, and he's quickly 0-2.
What a guy. Look at Marty.
That pitch swung on and hit high on the right side again. That's going to be foul territory, and it's
No
going
way. Why are you picking up on that?
Get out of play.
Hey, don't give up on that. Don't listen to them, Reyes. Don't give up on that. You go in there and catch it. Don't listen to them. They don't know. A bunch of guys can't see. Don't listen to them. You catch that shit. Go in the stands, catch it. I'll give it to you. Open the door for him next time.
So still 0-2 on Kyle Robinson. Anthony McDougal waiting on deck. That pitch bounces for a ball, and it's 1-2. The 1-2 from Mora. Swung on and fouled out of play.
See it? See it?
These ones are.
Windshields on the highway. Like,
So every one of these are water. Where do you find these at?
woods. That means they never went in the woods. They're not our ball.
1-2 again. Line drive into right center field. That's going to be a base hit. A good at bat from Kyle Robinson. He really needed that one. That'll be a leadoff single. And that'll bring up the designated hitter, Anthony McDougal.
The problem with the Brilliance is you have to avoid that bench.
Big swing on the 0-1 pitch from McDougal, and he's quickly in a hole 0-2. Kyle Robinson on base after his leadoff single. Mora gives him a good look. Decent lead for him. The 0-2. Take it high and out of the zone. 1-2. That pitch, a good off-speed swung on a miss. Looked like it could have been his changeup. And Mora has himself 2 outs. I'm sorry, I misspoke. Kyle Robinson was not a leadoff single, but he did have a single. Mama Tori always adding the humor and the content. As I'll bring up third baseman LeGarry Stewart, and he takes that pitch low for a ball. Yeah, Joe, I said maybe Mama Tori wants to hear you clear on the broadcast. She said, no, that's okay. Yeah. Quick check of the runner at first. So 1-0 on Stewart. 2 outs. Robinson at first base. That pitch, a big swing and a miss on the slider. Good pitch. It's 1-1. I don't know why I'm still keeping a clicker because I need 2 of them. None of them work. That pitch, another slider, but misses up in the zone. It's 2-1. The 2-1 misses high and inside. LeGarry Stewart has to dance out of the way. And it's 3-1. That 3-1 pitch, big swing and a miss. And the count's full. Check swing, pitch misses high and outside, and that's ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second with 2 outs and bring up the second baseman, Dino Tharp. That pitch, first pitch swinging. Tharp will hit that into foul territory. McCurdy giving a chase near the wall. He'll make the catch. And there's out number 3. McCurdy, just like in the first game, really being able to chase pop-ups in the foul territory, showing off those legs now. So there's out number 3. So the Brilliance Sox get no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 men left on base. We'll move into the bottom half of the second. Killer Bees still lead this one 3-1. Bottom half of the second inning, Killer Bee still on top in this one, 3-1. Nick Penzetta leads off against Quisenberry out for second inning of work. He'll foul that one into the right side. Scott Knotts gives it chase and makes the over-the-shoulder Willie Mays catch in foul territory, and there's out number 1. So Nick Penzetta swings at the first pitch, and we have a quick first out. So 1 out, that will bring up right fielder Ryan Chesney with designated hitter Hubbard waiting on deck. That first pitch taken up in the zone for a ball. Quisenberry had himself a decent first inning. Even though he did give up 3 runs, but he kept pounding the zone, throwing strikes. That pitch taken low for a ball. 2-0. You'd rather get beat with guys swinging the bat than walking everybody, which he didn't do. He had 1 walk in that inning. The 2-0. Taken up and in, and it's 3-0.
Stay in the box.
Hubbard waiting on deck. Pitch taken low and inside, and that's ball 4, so that'll be a 1-out walk. That will bring up Hubbard, one of the extra hitters for the Killer Bees today. Had a couple at bats last game. Really athletic corner infielder, plays third base quite a bit. Squares around, pulls that one back, and it's ball 1. Chesney, decent lead at first base, extends it a little bit more. Quisenberry, a long hold the pitch. Take on the other half is called a strike, back pick to first. He's back in plenty of time. So 1-1 on Hubbard. Olivia's typing away over here. Big swing up the middle. That's going to get through for a base hit. Chesney is going to round second. He'll stop there. So it'll be a single for Hubbard, and that'll put runners on first and second with only 1 out.
Nobody out?
1 out.
1 out.
So with 1 out, that'll bring up second baseman Justin Hilton. Quisenberry, a few checks of Chesney. That first pitch to Hilton misses high for ball 1. Quisenberry, his misses have not been by a large margin. He misses, ball and a half here, a ball and a half there, up in the zone, out of the zone. That pitch, a big swing and a miss, foul tipped in the catcher's glove. 1-1. Chesney with decent speed. Hubbard with actually pretty decent speed. Hilton with great speed as he swings and hits that one. Foul and out of play. It's 1-2. The only reason I bring that up is because you don't want all those guys on base at one time, especially with Justin Brown on deck, who is probably the fastest player in the Yinzer. Quisenberry, a check of the runner at second. The 1-2. This is well out of the zone. It counts 2-2. Getting a little hotter out here, but thank God we have a breeze. It's a little smoky out here. Quisenberry, long couple looks at Chesney. Chesney dancing around. They're going to call time. I don't know who initiated that timeout. Could have been Hilton. Quisenberry again checks the runner. Quick delivery. The pitch. Yes. Broken bat. Soft liner to second base. Tharp is there to catch it. quick throw back to second, but he got back in time.
Hill.
And there's out number 2. Broken bat line out for Hilton. That gives us 2 outs, and we'll turn back to the top of the lineup. Now bring up Justin Brown. Brown 0 for 1.
Tell him next day.
Flew out to left field his first time up. So he takes that pitch on the outer half for ball 1.
He would have hit the first pitch, second pitch. He's right there. Stay on with 2 hands. Ball right side.
The 1-0. He squares, pulls back, takes that one just out of the zone. It's ball 2. So 2 outs now. Chesney still at second. Hubbard still at first. Justin Brown with a 2-0 count. Hoping to extend this inning and get Carson McCurdy back to the plate. So he takes that pitch up and in, and it's ball 3. Good chance for the Brilliant Sox. Oh, excuse me, Killer Bees, excuse me. I'm so used to a lot of these players being on the Brilliance the last couple weeks. Quisenberry checks on his runners. The 3-0 pitch is taken right down the middle, called a strike. 2 outs. So 3-1. Justin Brown still in the driver's seat. Quisenberry, a couple looks of Chesney. Long hold. That 3-1, he takes low and outside, but it's called a strike. Good pitch. I agree with that call. And the count's full, so the runners will probably be on the move here. Quisenberry hoping to limit damage. He does have 2 outs, like I've mentioned. The payoff pitch, taken, called, strike 3. Froze Justin Brown. So Quisenberry gets himself in a little bit of trouble, is able to get out of it with only 1 hit, no runs, and 2 men left on base. We'll move into the top half of the third. Killer Bees still lead this one 3-2. We're set to go. Top half of the third inning. Killer Bees still lead this one 3-1 over the Brilliant Sox. Austin Mora out for his third inning of work. And we'll turn the lineup over, and that'll bring up the leadoff hitter, Bradley Roberto. Led off the game with a double, stole a base, and came around to score. He takes that pitch for a ball. Bradley Roberto, the only run scored, as mentioned, for the Brilliant Sox. He takes that pitch for a called strike. 1-1. Mora wasting no time, but he fires that one high and outside. 2-1. Mora kind of working fast. His team with a 2-run lead. That 2-1, a good pitch on the outer half, but it misses. And it's 3-1. Really nice pitch. The 3-1. Taking the same spot as misses, and that's ball 4. So consistent calls, and that's a leadoff walk. And that brings up Scout Knotts. Knotts struck out looking his first time up. Berto, good speed at first base, a decent lead. Mora holding him on. That first pitch misses high and inside. Runner goes. That pitch is taken high for ball 2, and the throw not in time. An easy stolen base for Bradley Roberto, his second of the day. So 2-0 on Knotts, and now he has a runner in scoring position. He takes that pitch inside. 3-0. Austin Mora hoping to settle himself in here. That pitch taken right down the middle, called strike. It's 3-1. Whoops. That pitch taken again. Called strike, and now the count's full. So full count here on Knotts. The pitch, slider fouled off, and he stays alive. Thank you to whatever scam caller's calling me right now. I really appreciate it. I'm in the middle of something important here.
For what?
So top of the third, 3-2 count, nobody out. Berto with a good lead at second. The 3-2 again, misses outside. So back-to-back walks for Mora. Going to put runners on the corners. Runners at first and second with nobody out, and that brings up the dangerous Nico Tony. 50. Nico grounded out to third his first time up. First pitch to him taken low for a ball. Mora has fallen behind the 3 hitters he's faced so far in this inning. That 1-0 is a good slider call to strike on the outer half. 1-1. Nico checked his swing, but called strike regardless. The 1-1. He's going to big swing and a miss on another slider. 1-2. Something Nico hasn't done very often. More a couple checks of Berto at second. The 1-2 is swung on and hit into center field. That's going to be a single. Pinzetta, a good throw to the plate. They're going to hold Berto at third. What a good throw from Pinzetta. Probably would have got him out had they sent him, but they didn't. But that'll load the bases regardless. Good swing from Nico. And now the Brilliance Sox have bases loaded with nobody out. And that'll bring up Brennan Spalding. He has a single and an RBI. He's responsible for the 1 run scored by the Brilliance today. The solo RBI as he takes that pitch on the inner half for ball 1. Not a bad pitch. Like I said, Spalding been on a tear. He had a home run last game, a couple hard hit balls. As he tips that one at the plate. 1 and Howie Rodriguez over there to get it. What a guy. Mora kicks and delivers. The 1-1 pitch is swung on and lined down the right field side. That's a fair ball. And that's going to clear the bases. I guarantee Spalding's going to round first. Berto scores easily, Knotts scores easily, and Nico Tony right behind him. And that's an RBI triple for Brennan Spalding. Nice piece of hitting. Just hugged the right field line. And And that gets the Brilliant Sox back into the lead. It's now 4-3 with still nobody out.
If he's coming out anyway, you should just run. How many outs are there?
None.
Try to score on a sac fly. You run here.
That'll bring up shortstop Howie Rodriguez. First pitch swinging, hit that one hard down the line. And that'll be an RBI single.
Double.
A double down the line. And it's 5-3, Brilliant Sox. Austin Moore giving up back-to-back hard contact hits.
Why is he not wearing a jersey?
So a quick mound visit for Brian Reyes. That'll bring up Galen Rutledge, who's 0 for 1. He popped out to first base, swinging on the first pitch his last time up. Couple checks of Howie Rodriguez at second base. Good secondary, and he's going to drill Rutledge on the first pitch. And that puts runners on first and second with still nobody out, and that'll bring up Kyle Robinson. Yeah. So quick check of the runner at second base after the hit by pitch. 4 runs in on this inning. 5-3. Still nobody out. Kyle Robinson up. Robinson had a single his last time at the plate. Swings at the first pitch, grounds it to shortstop. Brandt's going to pick it up. He'll tag the runner, Howie Rodriguez. And then he throws it to first to try to get Robinson, but he throws it away. So Rutledge is going to head for third, and he will stay there.
2 outs so bad there that you 5-4-3. 5-4-3. 5-4-3, man. You're in a jam. You've given up 5 runs. If the guy does what he's supposed to do and stops, and you got to come tag it, then it's even worse. Now you don't even get a throw off.
So after the error, unfortunately, sorry, I got to catch up here on Game Changer. That'll bring up Anthony McDougal as he takes that pitch for ball 1.
Gonna walk this guy now. This looks like there's a base open, so that's like what I think I should do.
Misses that pitch outside. And it's 2-0 on McDougal. Hey. Big swing and a miss on the 2-0 pitch.
You know, one time we played the Empire League, we beat the shit out of him every day.
Yep.
He's out here drinking, talking shit, like right here, like, ah.
That pitch taken for a called strike, and the count's 2-2. Excuse me for the radio silence. I'm trying to catch up here. Big swing and a miss, and that's a strikeout for McDougal. His second swinging strikeout of the day. And there's out number 2. So 2 outs. Runner still in scoring position. Now bring up LeGarry Stewart, who tips that one into Brian Reyes' glove, and there's strike 1. 5-3 our score in the top of the third with 2 outs. That ball grounded to the shortstop side. Tyler Reese is going to pick it up. Throw to first, and there's out number 3.
So it's going to be Polka for Spalding.
Brilliant Sox get 4 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, and 2 men left on base. We'll move into the bottom half of the third. Brilliant Sox take the lead back. It's 5-3.
70 pitches.
So we're ready to go. Bottom half of the third. Brilliance Sox reclaim the lead. It's 5-3 Brilliance. Quisenberry back on the mound, and he'll face Carson McCurdy, who has a single, a stolen base, and a run scored his first time up. First pitch was taken for a called strike. Good pitch. Brilliance Sox a couple hard hitters. Their last inning. That pitch misses well out of the zone. It's 1-1. That 1-1 pitch, a foul tip into Nico Tony's glove. Big swing from McCurdy. It's 1-2. Tyler Reese waiting on deck. The 1-2, Nico Tony calling for it up, and it misses low and in, actually. And it's 2-2. So 2-2 the count on McCurdy. Nico Tony setting up inside. That pitch misses low and inside again. And now the count's full. Quisenberry gets a sign. Nico Tony setting up inside again. As that 3-2 bounces, and it's going to get all the way to the screen. That'll be an easy walk for McCurdy. He's on base for the second time today. And then I'll bring up shortstop Tyler Reese. He walked his first time and came around to score in the bottom of the first. So with the Killer Bees trailing by 2, wouldn't be shocked to see McCurdy moving at some point. First pitch to Reese misses outside for a ball. Nico Tony set up a little on the outer half. That pitch taken right down the middle, called strike. 1-1. McCurdy bouncing around a little bit at first. An off-speed pitch, good pitch, called a strike, and it's 1-2. So 1-2 on Tyler Reese. McCurdy still at first. That pitch taken on the inner half is called strike 3. Tyler Reese disagrees. That rhyme, don't hit the player, hit the game. But there's out number 1. A nice pitch on the inner half.
You know what? I thought it was there.
Could have been.
Just caught incorrectly. So I'm sure he missed his spot.
Yeah. But with 1 out, McCurdy's still at first. That'll bring up catcher Brian Reyes. Flew out to right field his first time up.
It was a good pitch.
It was a good pitch. Takes that pitch on the other half, called a strike. 0-1. That 0-1 pitch is another slider that misses well out of the zone. 1-1. Good off speed, just misses the outer half. Not a bad pitch from Quisenberry. Doesn't get the benefit of the call, and it's 2-1. McCurdy staying put at first base. Still only the bottom of the third. A lot of chances for these teams to keep scoring runs. So he swings and hits that one hard up the middle. Howie Rodriguez, a nice rolling play, but he's not going to be able to make the play. It bounces off his glove. So that will be a single for Reyes. Tough play for Howie Rodriguez to make. And that puts runners on first and second with only one out. And that'll bring up Mike Thiessen. Thiessen had the RBI triple, 2 RBI triple his first time up. Let's see what he can do as he takes that pitch for a called strike. Thiessen hoping to stay hot. He squares around and pulls back and takes that pitch just outside for ball 1. So again, Quisenberry doing a good job of keeping that zone. The 1-1, he squares again and pulls back and takes that pitch right down the middle for a called strike. 1-2. Again, still only 1 out. Decent, good chance to a good chance to still do some damage. The 1-2 takes that one low and outside. That's definitely a ball, and it counts 2-2. Thiessen could do himself a service by grinding out this at bat a little, keep that pitch count up for Quisenberry, especially with Brandt on deck. Quisenberry, a couple checks of McCurdy. McCurdy with a decent lead at second. The 2-2 is going to be swung on and missed. He got Thiessen to chase, and there's out number 2.
There was nobody out?
Yeah, he tried to bunt, but he pulled back a couple times. So 2 outs. Runner still on first and second. And that'll bring up Tristan Brandt, who lined out to second base his first time up. Quisenberry hoping to escape a jam or prevent from a jam happening. McCurdy's going to take off. That pitch taken for a called strike, and that's an easy stolen base for McCurdy, his second of the day. Second steal of third today. Reyes didn't follow. So runners on the corners. The 0-1. Swung on and looped down the line. It got him on his fist, but he's going to keep that one fair, and that's going to be an RBI single for Brandt. Reyes is going to head for third. Throw into third is not in time. Neither fielder knew who was going to cover the bag. The pitcher was there. Shortstop was there. 70.
Tied.
5-4. So the RBI single for Tristan Brandt.
5-5.
And that'll bring up Nick Penzetta. Takes that pitch for a called strike. 5-4 our score here with 2 outs. Reyes at third, Brandt at second as that pitch bounces, and that's a ball. Good job from Nico Tony to block it. The 1-1 pitch misses low, and it's 2-1. The 2-1 to Penzetta. Swung on and fouled down the first base side. And it's 2-2. So Reyes at third, Brandt at second after the RBI single. That pitch an off-speed ground to the third base side. LeGarry Stewart's going to pick it up, throw on to first, and there's out number 3. But the Killer Bees get one more run to lessen the lead. on 2 hits, no errors, 2 men left on base. We'll move into the top half of the 4th. It's now 5-4. So top of the 4th, Brilliance still leads this one 5-4. Austin Mora fires that one into Dino Tharp for ball 1. Dino Tharp popped out to first base. His first time up, swinging at the first pitch. He swings and hits that one into the right center gap. Dino Tharp's going to have a sure double. We'll see what he does. The right fielder's going to cut it off. Chesney will throw in. And that's a leadoff double for Dino Tharp. Good job on the 10 hole. And that'll bring us back to the top of the lineup for Bradley Roberto, who's 1 for 1, has a double and a walk, 2 runs scored, and 2 stolen bases. He squares around and pulls back. Ball 1.
They got the hot dog shoot. Still got that? Yeah. You shoot the hot dog? I ate it while I was coaching.
Roberto looking to drive another run in. Give his team that run back. The 1-0, he squares again and misses the same spot. 2-0. That pitch swung on and looped to the left center gap. Penzetta is going to chase it into the gap and make the catch on the run. A really nice play, but Dino Tharp thought carefully and tagged, and he'll get to third base. Really nice play on both ends. Penzetta, good job running that one down. Dino Tharp, good job reading it. And there's 1 out with a runner on third. So 1 out, that'll bring up Scout Knotts, who's 0 for 1 with a strikeout, a walk, and a run scored. He takes that pitch over his head for ball 1. That pitch a big swing and a miss. It's 1-1. Good healthy hack from Scout Knotts. Another big healthy hack on another off speed. Good pitch from Mora. And it's 1-2. Getting him to go down and get it. And Scott Knotts unable to find the barrel. So 1-2. Nico Tony waiting on deck. That 1-2 pitch hit high and deep in the left center field. That's going to be easy to score the run home. But let's see if Pinzetta can make the catch. He will make the catch in the gap, and that'll work as a sac fly. So Pinzetta, once again, back-to-back plays where he runs the ball down, does his job, but runners do the smart job of advancing. And there's 2 outs now as Nico Tony takes that pitch low for ball 1. And it's 6-4, Brilliance on top. Takes that pitch for a ball, and it's 2-0. Or 1-1, excuse me. Moore working fast. That pitch is fouled at the plate. 1-2. That 1-2 bounces. And it's 2-2. Moore hoping to get him to chase, but Nico laid off. That 1-2, he got him to chase that time on the slider, and there's a swing and a miss for out number 3. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, nobody left on base. We'll move into the bottom of the 4th. Brilliant Sox still lead this one 6-4. The bottom of the 4th, Brilliant Sox still on top, 6-4. Quisenberry back on the mound to face Ryan Chesney, who's walked his first time up. He takes that pitch for a called strike. That 0-1 pitch misses well out of the zone. It's 1-1. Got our 4-legged friend hanging out with us.
Still don't even know your name, dog.
The 1-1. Swung on and lined softly to the first base side. Scout Knotts catches it in the air, and there's out number 1. So 1 out, that'll bring up Hubbard. 1 for 1. Hit a single his last time up. First pitch from Quisenberry is taken on the outer half, just misses. 1-0.
Killer Bees up by 1? Down by 1. Up by 2?
No. They're down by 2.
Down by 2.
That pitch taken on the outer half, same pitch, but this time called a strike. It's 1-1. Pitch taken outside again. This time called a ball.
Pitch.
All three good pitches. Just don't know which one he's going to call. The 2-1. Swung on and missed on the outer half this time. Again. And now it's 2-2. Quick call of timeout. Quisenberry kicks, delivers the 2-2 pitch, grounded to the shortstop side. Rodriguez will pick it up. He'll throw to first, and there's out number 1. So with 2 outs, nobody on. That'll bring up Justin Hilton, who's 0 for 1. He lined out to second base his first time up, broke his bat in the process. First pitch to him misses well out of the zone for ball 1. That 1-0 taken low and outside for a ball. 2-0. So 2-0 on Hilton. Quisenberry delivers. Good off speed check swing, and it just misses the top of the zone. So it's 3-0.
Throwback at that or something. Probably 82, 83, but he could be 89 in 6 months. You know, that body, keep that body hard.
Squares around, pulls back, and takes that pitch for a called strike. 3-1. She's fine over here. That pitch misses outside, so it'll be a 2-out walk to put Hilton on base and turn the lineup over for Justin Brown, who's 0 for 2. So speed on the bases, speed at the plate. Brown hoping to do some damage. First pitch to him. Misses high and outside for ball 1. That 1-0, he's going to square and foul it right back into Nico Tony's glove. 1-1. Killer Bees chasing 2 here in the bottom of the 4th. Runner goes. That pitch taken on the outer half, called a ball, and the throw is not in time, but not a bad throw from Nico Tony.
The second baseman's always late.
Yep.
They're always late.
So stolen base for Hilton puts him in scoring position with only 2. With
Not worth stealing there. How many outs are there?
2.
So there's no reason to run there. You need to get to McCurdy. Wrong move.
So the 2-1 on Brown. Pitch. Taken on the outer half. 3-1. Carson McCurdy waiting on deck. 1 for 1. 2 runs scored, 2 stolen bases, and a walk. And a single. Long hold from Quisenberry. The 3-1. Swung on and fouled back. Quisenberry giving himself a chance to finish this inning. Shakes off Nico Tony a couple times, gets the sign he likes. The payoff pitch. Swung on and grounded up the middle. Quisenberry picking it up himself. He'll throw to first, and there's out number 3. So no runs, no hits, no errors, 1 man left on base. We'll move into the top of the 5th. Brilliance Sox still lead this one 6-4. There you go. You're set to go.
It's on mute.
Austin Moore with a first pitch picked a polker, and it went dead center over the fence. Home run.
I gotta put him as a sub.
Who did he bat for?
Spalding. Yeah. Oh, there he is. Nice. What, Polka? Right up there. Now we're at Rodriguez.
And another first pitch swing by Rodriguez, single up the middle. As Moore is in for his 5th inning of work. And he comes set to Rutledge. Ball outside. Rodriguez takes the base. Ball comes loose and he's safe. So we got Rodriguez on second with a 1-0 count. Moore comes set to pitch. It's an inside fastball, called ball. 2-0 count with no outs in the 5th. And high fastball, swing and miss. 2-1 count now. And he takes that fastball low for a 3-1 count. Rutledge versus Mora battling in this at-bat. And high fastball for ball 4. As Mora lets the first 3 runners on in the inning. Home run, single, stolen base, and a walk. As that brings up Kyle Robinson to the plate. Robinson goes to bunt, foul. Starts the at-bat off with an 0-1 count.
Is there a little wrinkle to that?
Walk. Fastball outside, and Rodriguez steals the base again. As Rutledge stays, it's a 1-1 count now.
How many pitches?
And a weak ground ball to first base by Robinson, tagged out by McCurdy. Advances Rutledge. 91.
Yeah. Oh, did he not score?
No, he advanced Rutledge, but Rodriguez stayed. So 1 out in the inning brings up McDougal, the designated hitter.
Yo. CB.
As Bombalis goes out to the mound to talk to Mora. And it looks like we're going to make a pitching change here. Maybe not.
No? Okay.
All right, after that quick mound visit, Mora stays out with runners on second and third, 1 out. And the designated hitter, McDougal, to the plate. High fly ball to right field by McDougal. Chesney under it. Catch, and that'll be a good sacrifice fly. As I reply back, yo, to Pat Torrey. And that sacrifice fly will end Mora's day after 5 2/3.
CB.
And I think that is going to bring in Joel Perry.
You want to hit the Berto spot?
So Joel Perry will be pitching with 2 outs in the 5th coming up here in a minute. And Joel Perry's first pitch hit up the middle by LG. That'll score a run. So the Brilliance Sox adding to their lead here with 3 in the 5th.
Just make sure it doesn't touch the ground. Yep.
Perry comes set. Single up the middle.
RBI single.
As Dino Tharp shows bunt, pulls back for strike 1. Perry set and a swing and a miss. 0-2 count. 2 outs here in the 5th. And 3 straight strikes by Perry to end the inning.
Hey, boy, Perry.
As the Brilliant Sox plate 3 there in the 5th. We'll be back. All right, welcome back as Quisenberry takes the mound in the bottom of the 5th. McCurdy steps to the plate. First pitch fastball for a strike. McCurdy batting in the 2-hole today.
I don't know baseball.
So is the top strike, the bottom's the ball?
Yep.
So 3 on the bottom here.
Yep.
2-1 count. Quisenberry to McCurdy. Another pitch inside, 3-1.
Be ready for Chesney with multiple guys.
Where's Chesney?
Yeah, after the Reyes.
6 after Penzetta, unless Reyes came in for him.
Where are we at?
McCurdy's 2. Chesney's 8. And a 3-1 ground ball
Wait one more hitter.
as
you got
Tharp
Musser for
spikes it
now,
over
for
to
first
Musser
Thanks.
Yeah. Yeah.
for the 4-3 putout.
Knox did a great job.
Yes.
That brings Tyler Reese to the plate in the 3-hole with 1 out here in the 5th. And a fastball outside to Reese for ball one.
Is that a hundo?
We want to hit him because he can go in and play.
As Quisenberry comes set and delivers, foul ball straight back. Real straight back.
Gonna have somebody up there. What's Thiessen up there?
Thiessen has a triple and a strikeout. 1 for 2. And that's another ball to Tyrese. 2-1 count. And a slider right down the middle of the plate for a strike. 2-2 count to Tyrese. And Quisenberry deals and another foul ball straight back. So how do you do the boxes with 2-strike foul ball?
You put a dot in the box. So
Oh,
I just put dots like in there. Just let it go, you know. Swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss, strike 3.
Breaking ball was the one.
Honestly, you ought to.
Quisenberry's 105th pitch for a strikeout on Tyler Reese. That is 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. And first pitch ball to Reyes. 9-4 Brilliance Sox so far in the 5th inning. That
Doing
one.
his thing, baby. That's that old Nico Tony. The guy throws it over his head, he don't catch it. He stopped doing that for a while. Yeah, Nico, that was awesome. That was a highlight of the day right there.
Could put that on a pirate ship because it was a high sail over the catcher.
Oh, yeah.
And Reyes puts a ball deep,
Hit the shit out of that one.
and you can call that ball a small Italian boat because it is gondola.
Why'd you have a ball already? That's not how it works.
Brian Reyes with a home run in between the foul pole and the fence.
Look at this guy's on the mound.
Puts another run on the board for the Killer Bees.
Call timeout.
Did you like the gondola?
Did you get any comments about
No,
that?
no comments on the gondola, but
That was excellent.
it's all right. Quisenberry, 107 pitches in the 5th. Comes in set. Pitch. High strike call for first pitch on Mike Thiessen. Inside breaking ball. I credit the gondola joke to Brockmeyer. Great baseball show. Recommend everybody watching listen.
Both times. Him and Reese should have hit that hanger. That was
Yep.
You ever see Brockmeyer TV show?
Hey, Sanders.
Oh, Quisenberry thinks he has it, but it is
Sanders.
way outside.
Sanders. Reese okay? Is Reese okay?
2 outs here in the
Put
5th
Hurd in
for
right.
Quisenberry. 2-2 count as he comes set, delivers. Looking strike 3 by Mike Thiessen.
The hanger, bro. Hey, decent. Whatever.
So Quisenberry well over the 110 pitch mark, makes it through 5 innings. 2 strikeouts there in the bottom of the 5th. And that'll bring up the top of the 6th with the Brilliance Sox batting. Welcome back to the top of the sixth. We have Perry on the mound with the DH Barros for Berto. And Perry comes in with the first pitch fastball on the outside part for a strike. And the 0-1 to Barros is a swinging strike 2. Perry starting off the inning well with 2 strikes. And the third pitch, high breaking ball for a ball. I agree. And another curveball stays high. 2-2 count on Barros.
This is why he walks that.
And a high fastball.
3 pitches in a row should have been a heater. Now look what we've done.
Perry starts 0-2, and Barros walks it back, or brings it back to 3-2. And the pitch outside for ball 4. It's 4. And Kyle Barros draws the walk after an 0-2 count.
Should have been a heater.
And Will Musser now batting for Scout Knotts in a 9-5 ball game here in the 6th. Perry comes set to Will Musser, or Bill, they're calling him now, and he rolls one in between the 5-6 hole. Diving try by the third baseman, but Musser muscles one over for a single. And that'll bring up catcher Nico Tony with runners on first and second, no outs. Perry delivers, curveball low. So Nico Tony with a 1-0 count. Another breaking ball on the inside part of the plate for a strike this time.
Take your seat. Tell me. Get up.
Oh, it's fine.
No,
Makes it a 1-1 count.
No, it is,
Yep.
I promise.
Give her a seat back.
Thank you.
And a fastball low for a 2-1 count to Nico Tony.
You're fine.
POs.
You are too.
Yeah, but that is 3-1 inside to Tony.
Thank you.
Perry has a 3-1 count on Nico Tony here. Runners on first and second. Barros at second and Musser at first as Perry delivers ball 4 high.
All because of the 0-2 breaking ball.
Runners all advance a base, and that brings up Polka with the bases loaded. And no outs. See if the Brilliance can add to their lead here. The series tied. That is a ball. Perry to Polka. Polka lines one up the middle off the second baseman's glove. Would have been at least a double play, if not more. But Polka's line drive single brings in 2.
Sanders.
And certainly the Brilliance extend their lead with Polka's hit up the middle there. Could have been trouble for the Brilliance if that ball was caught, but it was a good effort by the second baseman, diving play. And we're back to runners on first and second. Nico Tony advances to second on that hit with no out still. First pitch fastball strike to Rodriguez. As Perry continues to try to work out of this jam here. High breaking ball. Put me in, coach. First baseman right here.
Good jump.
As Tony shows off the wheels for a catcher. Swing on the pitch. Tony steals the base. He is certainly a catcher who can run. As Polka stays at first with a 1-2 count. Swinging curveball over the pitcher's head.
Oh.
Tyler Reese on the hop. Throws it over to McCurdy for the first out of the inning, but that is an RBI.
No, you just say ground out RBI.
What? Huh?
So it's 6-3, but he still gets the RBI.
Yeah.
Scores.
Sacrifice is only if he gives himself up.
And Polka advances to second. That was a RBI ground out by Rodriguez as Rutledge steps in the box and takes first pitch ball. Brilliance had 3 here in the top of the 6th. And a close fastball, but it was called high by the umpire, so 2-0 count. Polka standing on second and Rutledge in the box. As Perry delivers, Polka steals low fastball. Polka slides over the bag but is safe. 3-0 count to Rutledge. As Perry delivers, swinging fastball. 3-1 count. 3-1 here from Perry to Rutledge. Another fastball fouled off to the first base side. Full count. Perry's 24th pitch of this inning coming up. As he sets, delivers the full count pitch. Strikeout looking on the outside corner.
Oh, yeah. What do you guys think? That's a ball.
Ball.
Listen, they're up by 11.
But what about the pitch that he swung at over his head and then Polka stole third?
Yeah.
Polka's stealing third.
So that's the second out of the inning. Rutledge strikeout looking. Brings up Kyle Robinson. Runner on third, 2 outs. As Perry delivers the Robinson high fastball for a ball. Robinson takes another inside fastball, 2-0 count. Perry 2-0 delivers. Another fastball high and outside, 3-0. This Yinzer baseball attendance of 3 fans and 2 dogs today. The dogs are showing out. And 4 straight balls to Robinson for the walk. Robinson on first, Polka on third with 2 outs, brings up the designated hitter McDougal. McDougal 0 for 3 on the day. Sees a first pitch ball in the dirt.
What is it?
Top 6.
Top 6. And how many pitches?
33.
10 runs?
At least, yeah.
Oh, no, he will. Until 7. Yeah.
Perry delivers a fastball for a strike. 1-1 count.
I mean, no, yeah. I mean, like, what I'm trying to say is it's still goes on.
Perry checks his runner at first. Safe call. Missing umpire Joe today would hear the loud 1 reset. Everybody gets a kick out of that. He looks like a bird while he does it. Perry delivers the 1-1 outside, but called strike. One ball, 2 strikes here to McDougal as Perry settles in. And swinging strike 3 for McDougal. That'll end the top of the 6th. The Brilliance Sox put up 3 after loading the bases to start the inning.
Hey, 12-5, right?
It is 12-5 Brilliance Sox heading into the bottom of the 6th.
What is it? 12-5.
All right, welcome back to the bottom of the 6th as Skillman takes over for Quisenberry. We have Brandt in the box for the Killer Bees as Skillman comes set. Fastball low. And Skillman delivers another fastball, this time for a strike. 1-1 count to Brandt. Swinging slider for a strike. 1-2 count here on Brandt. And Skillman delivers another slider in the dirt, picked by catcher Nico Tony and tags the runner out. So Skillman makes quick work of Brandt for the first out of the inning. And that brings up Panzetta, playing center field today. 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. Skillman low fastball picked by Tony. Another fastball, this time outside for ball 2. 2-0 pitch from Skillman to Panzetta. Change up for a strike. One-two count by Skillman. Another good slider there. 2-2 count.
Whatever that is nasty. If he owns there right now, he's gonna get hurt too. Yep.
Panzetta connects with one for a single to left field. One hop to Rutledge. So the Killer Bees get a runner on here in the bottom of the 6th with 1 out. Brings up Aaron Hurd batting for Chesney.
He takes time getting it there, dog. Yeah.
As Hurd settles into the box with Panzetta on first base, 1 out. Skillman comes set and immediately picks off very close, but he's called safe.
I like that guy comes in, 7-run lead, you know, almost saved himself a couple pitches. Beautiful.
Skillman checks the runner again. Fastball inside strike to Hurd. No, I think it was a strike.
I'm just asking for him because I trust him. That's the only guy I have.
First pitch strike to Hurd as Skillman comes set. Good hold on the runner.
Nice.
Fantastic slider by Skillman for 2 strikes on Aaron Hurd. 0-2 count. Skillman stays in the slide step.
Should be running here if you want that big lead.
Second pickoff by Skillman this at bat. Another close call, but he's safe again. 0-2 count to Hurd. And slider outside for ball 1. One-two count to Hurd as Panzetta takes his lead like a cheetah with a hot foot.
Out the 7 innings, man.
As Hurd fouls one back.
In the bush. It's in the bush. Is that open? Hey, we got it.
1-2 count to Aaron Hurd here. Skillman checks his runner. And the pitch. Swinging strike 3. 2 swinging strikeouts in the inning for Skillman.
So all these guys thought they were great when they were in the Road Warrior lineup, you know.
With 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th.
An old Black Sox saying.
Brings up Hubbard, the designated hitter.
She could do things with her good arm. Make you forget about that thing on her neck.
Skillman delivers a strike. Nico Tony ready to throw behind the plate. Skillman delivers a low slider. One count here to Hubbard. Fastball swinging strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Panzetta on first base after a single out the Rutledge. Skillman checks the runner, delivers home. High leg kick, slider again.
That boy,
3
Skillman.
strikeouts on sliders for Skillman. Fantastic inning. And that'll take us to the top of the 7th.
Yes, Sanders.
Brilliance Sox lead 12-5. All right, welcome back to the top of the 7th. Joel Perry takes his second and a third inning of work
Yeah, I think you said
with LeGarry Stewart to bat
Guys are like this, bro.
as Perry delivers
Yeah,
a first pitch
yeah,
ball
yeah.
low.
Like 100 yards.
And then I looked at it. That's where I saw the on the.
Brilliant Sox lead 12-5. And Stewart lines one up the middle, and it drops in front of the center fielder.
Bro, you're playing in the wrong place, bro. This outfield doesn't give a fuck.
So Stewart starts off the game with a line drive, starts off the inning with a line drive single. And that'll bring up Dino Tharp here in the bottom of the 7th, or top of the 7th.
His last hit was a line drive in that game.
Bro, they don't care, man. These guys just play in Nicaragua and get beat. LG's about to run. You know it. He knows how numbers work.
Stewart with a big lead.
Oh, he was, yeah.
Pickoff over to first. The runner was leaning, but he is safe.
I wish you could see me.
As one reset for Perry. Kicks and high fastball to Dino. And I think the Dogs now outnumber the fans 2-1.
Go, LG. Yep. Oh, that was a chance.
Swing on a slider by Dino Tharp. Strike one.
So cool. Just Perry took over, knowing he's got 2 strikes. And I go, or does he thank God that he's got a couple strikes and he goes?
I got 1-1, but I might be mistaken.
Now it's 2 strikes.
Yep,
Now
2 strikes now.
LG should have gone then.
Another slider by Perry for the second strike of the at-bat. 1-2 count.
LG, go. Go.
Stewart with a big lead at first. Lefty Perry checks the runner and throws over again for the second time this at-bat. One, 2 count to Tharp. Slider in the dirt, 2-2.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. That's a good look. Mute it.
And that would technically be the third reset.
Oh, yeah. It's a balk.
And LG gets the base with the balk.
Even better.
Looks like pitcher and catcher were off with each other, but 2-2 count as LG gets the bag. Do I label that a balk or a stolen base or what? Perry, strike 3 outside to Dino Tharp. That is a looking strikeout to bring up the top of the order.
You're all right, Dino.
And Barrows still batting for Berto. Perry with 1 out here in the top of the 7th. High fastball.
You think this guy's going to punt the guy over?
So the guy on second.
Hey,
That would be the first base and pitcher's ball.
Barrows is sneaky. He laid one down on me. But he fouls that one off. Out of play. 1-1 count to Kyle Barrows. Barrows took a 15-year-old glove of mine and made it brand new. Very thankful for that. That was my original child. As he takes a fastball inside for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Stop taking pitches, Al. Drop it. I'm saying that because I know he's going to go back and watch this. Attaboy, LG.
And
It's
Perry
okay.
steps off. LG tries to
He's safe.
steal
Ah.
and gets picked off at third.
Wasco. That's when you finish a game of Wasco at midnight, and the next game is the next day. It's you're 18 hours away.
So at the pickoff at third, that is the second out of the inning. Barrows with a 1-2 count. See if Perry can get out of this. Oh, that is called outside.
It's a ball. Come on, Kyle, swing it. Let's go. Get you a barrel.
We got a 2-2 count now.
Come on, man. What if we were the fans, man? What y'all do if we were the fans, man? What y'all do, man? What y'all do about it, man? Come on, pitcher. Come on, pitcher.
As Perry delivers fastball punched into the ground to third baseman Brandt, throws over to first for the third out of the inning. Heading into the bottom of the 7th, it is 12-5 still Brilliant Sox. Welcome back to the bottom of the seventh.
So you're gonna let Justin Brown hit though?
Skolman, after one inning, is replaced by Crespo,
That's right. Oh, I'm sorry.
who is facing leadoff hitter Brown. As Crespo delivers first pitch fastball for a strike.
Oh shit, we changed Crespo.
Do it. Do it after Thiessen.
Crespo 0-1 with a high curveball that stayed hanging. 1-1 count.
Vendetta, good job. Good job, Joe.
Crespo gets the sword pitch.
Killer Bees leading the league in check swing.
1 ball, 2 strikes on Brown.
Oh, not hot wings, check swing.
And Crespo with a nice curveball for the swinging strikeout on Brown. Little floater pitch there by Crespo. Gets Brown to swing and miss for the first out in the bottom of the seventh.
Up in the air, it's going to bounce fuzzily once. Crespo snatches it, fires it to first.
I'm sorry, that was
Hey, what you got, Peter? Peter, what you got? All right, hold on. What do you got? What?
I wasn't looking.
Yeah, we weren't looking.
He's safe. He's safe. It's on Bombalis. You guys should be buying Bombalis breakfast. He said safe.
I don't know.
And I'm sorry, that first batter was Hilton who struck out, not Brown. As Brown lays down the bunt, he's the leadoff hitter. And after a close call at first base, he is called safe. That brings up the 2-hitter Amable batting for McCurdy.
It was. Blame it on Cole.
And Amable with a first pitch
Big
ball.
hole in Nico Tony's pants.
And again, that leadoff hitter was Hilton who struck out, not Brown.
Oh, yeah.
As Brown laid down the bunt for a single, and Crespo tries to pick him off. With a fastball inside. 2-0 count to Amable. And Pat, I'm sure, as you well know, you can hear Joe from anywhere.
Everybody can hear Joe.
You can probably hear him in Jersey. Second pickoff attempt by Crespo. As he delivers the 1-2, or 2-1, I'm sorry, for 3-1 count now. And ball
Let's go, man! Come on!
ball 4 is reversed, called strike. So now we have a 2-2 or full
The
count.
Miami love triangle going on right here. I got a little love triangle. You got a boat parked in a dock down in Miami. The pitch.
Hilton steals
Oh,
on the last
Alley's in that
pitch,
love triangle, but
and
he's
Amable
out
fouls
towards
off the full
island.
count.
Right up the middle here. We're getting the Miami love triangle.
Mute it.
Full count on Amable. Hilton with a runner on second, and Crespo strikes out Amable.
It's not that complicated, man.
Fires back. Here comes Tyler Reese. He's never been to Miami.
Swinging strikeout, and that brings up Tyler Reese with 2 outs in the bottom of the seventh.
Tyler Reese is a baseball instructor, works in a mine,
I forgot to put in the stolen base because we don't know how to make
and the Iron Gym. That's the guy with the red.
And first pitch ball.
You got Tony probably hot about that. He gave us so much right now. Good pitch.
Second pitch by Crespo is a called strike.
He didn't want to hurt Amable, and he didn't want to hurt Crespo either.
Make the
We'll
call.
talk about it at Mangoes later.
1-1 count to Tyler Reese. With Brown on second, stealing third.
He's out.
Called.
Oh,
my goodness.
My goodness gracious.
Called strike on Reese, and Brown steals third
The
base.
ball beat him. I think he had that.
There's 2 outs. 2 outs.
It's good. Say.
1-2 count on Tyler Reese.
Why don't you overturn it? You're the boss too.
At the real Coleman Bayless. He did it.
I'm getting chippier than a bag of Doritos here. And Crespo delivers the 1-2 outside for a 2-2 count.
Good throw. The ball beat him.
Brown with 2 stolen bags here. And the 2-2, Tyler Reese fouls off. Two, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Runner on third for Tyler Reese. As Crespo comes set. High leg kick deliver. Curveball. Called high.
Crespo is never a strike. Sorry.
Full count.
Not a bad pitch.
It's hard to call that breaking ball from behind the mound because you can never tell how high or low it is when it crosses.
Because it's just going to pop it straight up in the air.
Full count here to Tyler Reese with 2 outs. Crespo fastball low. Ball 4. Now the runner on first and third brings up catcher Reyes. Hit a home run in his last at-bat over the left field wall.
He drilled it.
As a pitcher, I still like to blame the wind for anything that goes deep to left here.
That was a barrel.
As Crespo delivers a first pitch ball. First and third with 2 outs. 1-0 count, called strike for 1-1. Brilliance still holding a 12-5 lead here in the bottom of the 7th. Crespo curveball, called strike.
Nico Tony's pop time right now is 0.9. Look at watch his pop time.
1-2 count on Reyes. Another curveball, fouled off.
Flip it, jail. What inning is it again?
Bottom 7.
That's what I said.
And the 1-2 count to Reyes. Crespo delivers. Fastball in the dirt. Blocked by Tony. Very good block.
He is so fast.
Brings it to 2-2. 2 outs. Runners on first and third. Crespo about to deliver his 25th pitch. Curveball hangs in the air as Reyes takes it to deep left center. But Robinson settles under it for the third out of the inning. And heading into the 8th, it is still 12-5 Brilliance. Welcome back to the top of the 8th. Killer Bees trail the Brilliant Sox 12-5 as Will Musser steps into bat against Joel Perry. First pitch fastball called strike. Musser with a single in his last at bat. And a swinging strike this time. On another fastball for an 0-2 count. And Perry gets set to deliver. 0-2. Curveball. Strike 3 swinging on Musser. Perry makes quick work of Musser this time. 3 straight pitches, 3 straight strikes. 1 out here in the top of the 8th. As Nico Tony, the 3 hitter and catcher, steps into bat. Perry delivers. Fastball outside. Perry working and dealing. Fastball backhanded by Tyler Reese. Thrown over to first base, Thiessen, for the second out of the inning. And that brings up Alex Polka, who takes a first pitch fastball swinging strike. Perry trying to find a quick inning here. Second pitch called strike, high and outside. And the 0-2. Perry looking for a quick inning. Curveball, check swing. No call, so that's a ball. With 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. Polka with a 1-2 count. As Perry delivers. Oh, goodness. Ball outside. Look like a strike back here. That might be a pitcher's bias. But also as a professional umpire, I'd still say strike 3. There we go. Called strike 3 on Polka. All right, quick inning by Perry. We'll head into the bottom of the 8th. 12-5 Brilliance. Welcome back to the bottom of the 8th. Crespo takes the mound for the second inning as he faces Thiessen.
Yo, isn't it? What's the lineup coming up? Decent.
I have Thiessen, Brandt, Panzetta.
Do it.
What's the
It's
count?
supposed to be Thiessen, Brandt, Panzetta, right? You're in the
And a
3.
1-2
Panzetta's done.
count here to Thiessen.
That's why I said good job, Joe. Come on, bro. Where's Brandt?
1 ball and 2 strikes here to Thiessen.
What's this kid upset for? Like, you got 10 at bats today.
As Crespo delivers. Ground ball up the middle. Crespo tries to get it. Tharp. Oh. Musser with a nice stretch. Called out at first. For the first out of the inning. And that'll bring up Brandt. For all of the sports bettors out there, PointsBet has a fantastic deal for the Phillies game. If 1 run is scored, you can win up to $100. I will certainly be gambling on that tonight. As Crespo throws a first pitch strike fastball. Yes, sir. Crespo 0-1. Curveball in for a strike. That deal has a max bet of $50. And if you have a gambling addiction, please call your local hotline. As Crespo delivers a curveball outside. Can't lose on this bet, though. Somebody has to put up a run for a baseball game to be finished. So, win your money tonight. Take your girl out for a nice dinner, or your mom, or your dad for a late Father's Day.
What did you say you can find this deal at?
It's on PointsBet.
PointsBet.
Yeah. I will use the money to buy my dog a puppy icy.
Sounds good.
Because you can't pull into the drive-thru without him thinking he's getting something. As Brandt fouls another one off.
Wait, that's a goal.
There it is. There it is.
And Crespo with the 1-2 count to Brandt. Curveball high. Brings it to a 2-2 count. Crespo over the head. Delivery set. Brandt fouls it back. And here in the bottom of the 8th, with 1 out and nobody on, Brilliant Sox lead 12-5. This broadcast is pretty much always brought to you by POs. Because what else do we have to do other than watch and record? As Crespo delivers another curveball outside, full count. Full count here to Brandt. Crespo over the head, old school delivery, curveball, ball 4. As Nick DeWitt steps in for Panzetta. DeWitt. Maybe Crespo had some idea in his head. Get a quick double play here. Brandt steals. Tony throws it. Great play by Barrows. Umpire calls him safe. Stolen base by Brandt. I think it was a ball. I pray to God it was called a ball. Crespo, high fastball, called strike. Even the batter thinks it was high. But again, baseball, game of bias. 1-1 count. Curveball outside, 2-1. With the wonderful Washington, PA traffic behind us. Nothing better than an 18-wheeler.
And some smog.
And a curveball called strike there. 2-2 count. Weather advisory warning, but we don't care. We will play all day. As DeWitt fouls one back. We're better than the average ball player. We'll deal with the smog. Two count. Crespo here to DeWitt. And high swinging strike by DeWitt for strike 3. That's the second out of the inning, and it'll bring up Hurd. Struck out in his last at-bat also. And Crespo gets ready to deliver his 45th pitch in 2 innings of work. Brandt takes the lead off second. Hurd settles in the box. Crespo delivers. Hurd fouls it off to the first base side. Lands foul and out of play. One from Crespo to Hurd. Oh, that was called a strike also. That is a 0-2 count to Hurd. Umpires can only learn by experience. That's how it is. Curveball outside from Crespo. 1-2. There are some umpires who don't like calling changeups for strikes. But we live with what we can get.
I hear that pitchers are quite crybabies sometimes.
As Hurd fouls that one off, still 1-2. Not all pitchers are umpires, but all umpires, well, maybe I'll reverse that. All
Maybe
pitchers
doctors aren't very good at telling his own.
all pitchers are umpires, but not all umpires are pitchers. 1-2 here to Hurd. Brandt taking a big lead off second. Curveball fouled off the first baseline again. Mustard tries to track it, but it is out of play. That one hits the cocktail bar, sponsored by Deep Eddy Vodka. Why drink vodka if it's not Deep Eddies? One-two count here from Crespo. Hurd fouls it off. Tony catches it, swinging strike 3. Crespo with another good inning of work. We'll head into the top of the 9th. 12-5 Brilliance. All right, welcome to the top of the ninth as the Brilliants have a 12-5 lead over the Killer Bees. Joel Perry with 59 pitches now. First pitch single by Fritz. Fritz starts off the inning hot for the Brilliant Sox.
Yeah, yeah.
Shout out Moose.
Oh, Big Moose grabbing a bat. There we go. Good to
Oh,
see
yeah, I
him getting in
forgot
the
Will
game.
wasn't here. Big Midnight Moose. Go follow him on Instagram.
Yeah, Midnight Moose. Creates graphics for all the guys, takes videos. As Perry delivers a first pitch ball. Midnight Moose is also my car partner. We ride together every day. Big rock and roll guy. As Rutledge fouls one off for a 1-1 count. This is the left fielder Rutledge batting. As left-handed Perry comes set, checks his runner, and delivers. Rutledge gets a hold of one, fly ball to left. In foul territory, the catch is made.
Fair catch. That was a fair catch.
Fair catch? Oh. All right, we got one out.
Call it like this. That means nobody can hit it, right? Yep.
No tag on the play, brings up Robinson with one out. As Perry delivers, curveball outside. Perry delivers again. Line drive up the middle. The center fielder circles under it. No tag again for the second out. 2 flyouts to the outfield.
That was a good piece from Robo.
And Brilliance with a 12-5 lead. 2 outs brings up McDougal as Fritz is on first.
It's not the top of the ninth. All right, yeah. Sorry.
All right. They pay me to count pills, not innings.
Beginnings for it should be easier.
You'd think so. Perry delivers a strike, 1-1 count to McDougal. Fritz takes his lead off. Perry delivers. Low in the dirt. Great pick by the catcher. 2-1 count. Perry 2-1 delivers. Fastball fouled out of play by McDougal. 2-2. To McDougal now. Perry comes set. And the pitch. Curveball for a ball. Full count. 2 outs. No hold by the first baseman Thiessen as Fritz does not take off, but a hard hit fly ball to center field and circled under for the 3rd out of the inning. Perry with no earned runs gets out of that, and we're heading to the bottom of the 9th. 12-5 Brilliance. Welcome to the bottom of the ninth. Crespo takes the mound again for his third inning of work. Hubbard to the plate as Crespo delivers. Fastball called straight. We can't get up. And a good pitch. Hubbard with a big hook on it. Bounces in front of the right fielder. Hubbard takes the single. The Killer Bees look to mount a 7-run comeback here in the bottom of the ninth. That'll bring up the 10-hitter Hilton.
Change the subject.
As Crespo delivers a fastball high. Second pitch by Crespo. Fastball fouled back. And in the stands, section 208 gets a ball. 1-1 count here for Crespo. Pitching to Hilton. Fastball flew into right field. Polka settles under it. No tag and the catch. Crespo now facing the top of the order, looking for 2 more outs, while the Bees are looking for 7 runs. Batter is now Brown as Crespo delivers. He shows bunt. And it's called a ball.
Did he not pull back?
I think he swung, but I'm not the umpire. Crespo delivers again. That's a strike now. Like to thank Pat Torrey for watching in every day.
Oh, yeah. You know, it's one thing to make calls that are questionable. Let it go, Muss. Let it go. Jesus.
And that hits the railing and back in. The catch by the umpire. Too bad this isn't a Savannah Bananas game, because that would be a wild call. That is a 1-2 count to Brown.
For anyone who wants to umpire, it's okay to make a call that's questionable from time to time, but to just make really bad calls because you're unsure,
Another foul ball.
you just need to be sure about yourself.
It's also $40 an hour starting right now. So if anyone's looking for money,
You know what? You know the only way you can make a sure call, even if people disagree with it, is if you're locked into the freaking game.
Chartier Valley Umpire Association here in Pittsburgh is always looking for guys. As another ball outside. Big Joe, our routine umpire, who's my mentor,
60.
as Brown fouls another one back. You are quite welcome, Miss Story. Crespo delivers. Brown fouls another one back. 3 foul balls in this battle. Still a 2-2 count. Crespo shakes off as Brown settles into the box. Fastball driven by Brown into the left field gap. Rutledge cannot cut it off.
Yes.
Hubbard
Yes.
comes all the way around from first. Bad throw to the cutoff man, shortstop. And Brown drives in a run. Brown's RBI drives in Hubbard and makes the score 12-6 with 1 out here in the bottom of the ninth. And that brings up Amable. Fastball outside.
All right, Peter. Thank you for giving us the gesture. What's the score?
12-6. as Amable swings. 1-1 count.
Back to the red bat now. Back to the other bat.
1-1, Brown on second. Amable takes a strike. 1-2 count. Down by 6. You going up there swinging?
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm looking for. We're also 3 POs up here, so we'd swing at pretty much anything. As Amable fouls one off.
Hitters love, well, pitchers too, but mostly hitters love to blame an umpire for ruining their at-bats.
2
It's like you should be
first-team
swinging.
club baseball All-Americans. We did today.
Club baseball making a comeback, showing the world that we can go further.
Mm-hmm.
And a fastball right down the middle called a ball. That makes it
Make
a
up your
2-2.
mind!
That makes it a 2-2 count on Amable. And he flies one to right field in foul territory. Polka settles underneath.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Brown
Game
is
over.
all the way over at
And
third
game
base,
over.
and he gets doubled up. And that'll be a 9-6
Double off.
on a fly out to right field.
Polka to.
And that'll end the game 12-6. Brilliant Sox take the win. And I think the lead in the series, correct?
Yep.
All
Yeah, it's
right.
2-2. No,
it's 3-1.
3-1, yep.
Sorry. 3-1, excuse me.
All right. Well, thank you for tuning in. And we will catch you tomorrow, same time. Have a great day.